presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Baltimore. We are San Diego.
Long game yesterday as the Padres and Giants battled to the 12th inning, but Nick Hundley with a walk-off hit as the Giants secure Game 3 of the series and get the win. We welcome you to AT Park. Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant, and welcome to Padres baseball. Well, the Padres today trying to win 3 out of 4 in this series after playing pretty good baseball in the first 2 out of 3 games. Dinelson Lamet on the mound today for the Padres, and he's had some trouble in the first inning.
First and foremost, he's had 3 games to scout these Giants, and he has had some trouble, as Don just mentioned. Why? Too much reliance on the fastball, and I think that Andy Green talked before the game about using more of the slider. Now 6 earned runs. Last 2 starts, he's got a darn good slider when he throws it and doesn't baby it. Throw it with authority. When he throws too much of the fastball early, these big league hitters are going to be on it. And of course, the fastball location is key as well. So when he throws the slider off the plate with 2 strikes, they know that if he throws it earlier in the count and then expands late, that could be a devastating pitch. And let's face it, if you throw the slider in the high 80s and then you throw 96, 97, it makes that fastball look even faster.
On the other side, Ty Blach has been the Giants' most consistent starter this year.
Yeah, the last 3 starts, a 2-0 record. And would you believe that Ty Blach is the winningest starting pitcher for the Giants this year at 6-5? Not Cueto, not Bumgarner. And against the Padres on April 30th, 7 innings and 3 hits. He was saying earlier in the season he got a little bit rotational. Now he's more on a straight line. But one thing is for sure, he's not overpowering. He works for the ground balls. And this kid, believe me, this kid's young, but he knows how to pitch.
Well, the Padres try to take 3 out of 4 from the Giants in this series. We play day baseball. Will Myers going to swing for the series. 2 home runs in the series so far. Padres trying to take the series when we come back to San Francisco after this. By Petco, where the pets go. And by Jerome's Furniture, where Jerry's price is the lowest price every day. Another beautiful day here by the bay and in San Francisco at AT&T Park, McCovey Cove. Lots of boats out there today and a beautiful day, and we are ready to go. Ty Blach on the mound, ready with the first pitch of the ball game to Manuel Margot. No miss outside, and we are underway. And Andy Green's club trying to take the third of 4 games with the Giants. Popped up right side as Gomez in short right field handles out number 1. Well, here's the Padres lineup today, brought to you by Toyota. Manuel Margot just let it off. He's in center field with Carlos Suaje at second base. Will Myers at first base. Hunter Renfroe in right with Jabari Blash in left. Hector Sanchez doing the catching. Alan Cordoba at shortstop, and Dinelson Lamet, the pitcher, batting out of the 9 spot. 1 down here in the first inning brings up Carlos Suaje. Padres in their road grays today. Final game of this road trip for the Padres. They headed home after the ball game. Suaje at .315 home run, 9 runs batted in. As I mentioned before the ball game, as part of our pick to stick in the pregame show, Suaje has seen Blach a lot in the minor leagues. Andy Green was talking about before the game. He's had good success against him.
You know, and I like how you took that to the next level and took him and picked the stick.
Never used minor league numbers before to back up my argument. So
I like it.
The first. We'll see how it goes. See if it translates to the big league level for Blach and for Carlos Suaje.
This kid knows how to pitch. He's not overpowering with that fastball. He spots it, keeps you off balance.
On the ground up the middle, Gomez slides to his right, throw in time, 2 down. Let's check out the Giants defensively today. Left to right across the outfield behind Ty Blach. It is Gorkys Hernandez, Denard Span, and Hunter Pence. Eduardo Nunez at third with Brandon Crawford at short. Miguel Gomez making his second ever start at second base. Brandon Belt at first, and Buster Posey doing the catching for Ty Blach. This would be the A lineup for the Giants. We did not see it yesterday initially in the game, although most got into the game by game's end in the 12-inning affair here yesterday. Will Myers, who's homered in back-to-back games, now has 19 home runs on the year, 46 RBIs, 252 average. What has been a very inconsistent year for the Giants. The most consistent has been Ty Blach, and look at that home run from yesterday for Myers.
In. He wanted it in. It was up and away, and we know that when Will Myers gets extended, he can pull the baseball that way. He can wear it right center field. And, you know, Ty Blach, when he looks at a guy like Will Myers, like any pitcher, okay, he loves the fastball. He wants to get extended. But the way Ty Blach throws, he's got that big looping curveball and a changeup as well. And he consistently works down in the zone, because when he's getting grounders that is, he's doing really well.
Like check swing. Did he go? No. As they check with Doug Eddings, first base umpire.
Well, the scouting report for Ty Blach, the 26-year-old, making his 16th start. Control is key. He doesn't walk very many. Only 2 walks, 9 innings pitched per 9 innings, and he's a soft tosser, about 90 miles an hour on the fastball.
I told you to begin the year that with his staff of Cueto, Bumgarner, Samardzija, that Blach was going to be the most consistent starter for the Giants. You probably wouldn't believe me.
I would have, if I would have taken that bet, I would have lost that bet.
Myers rolls it over foul over by the Giants dugout and hangs at 3-2. On deck, Hunter Renfroe with 2 down here in the first inning. Played a lot of baseball here in the last 48 hours.
Ooh.
Myers in the air, struck pretty well to left field. Back goes Hernandez at the wall. It is gone. Myers homers again, his 20th of the year, and puts the Padres on top 1-0. Long drive to left center field. Will connects and puts the Padres on top.
Now that is getting extended. In the 16 starts this year, this being number 16, Block has only given up 8 home runs, and Will Myers times that one perfectly. Stays back on the soft tosser and sends it to one of the deeper parts of this ballpark, left center field. That's a bolt.
So a 2-out home run here in the first inning. The difference in the game right now. Myers homering here. Hunter Renfroe down on the count, 0-1. Take the curveball in there for strike 2. What a poke that was. Well back into the bleachers in left.
You know, Hernandez and Span, you know how outfielders, they usually give like a courtesy run?
Yeah.
A courtesy trot?
Not much of one there.
Not much. Maybe a couple steps. That gives you an indication of how well Will Myers tattooed that ball.
Will pop up off first base. Brandon Belt headed over. He's got room, and he makes the catch that ends the inning. Will Myers with a home run has given the Padres a 1-0 advantage. Myers with his 20th of the year. Padres with the lead. Beautiful day for baseball. We head to the bottom of the first inning, and it's time now for the weather report, brought to you by your always sunny San Diego Honda dealers. 68 degrees, breeze at 15 miles per hour out of the west, and partly cloudy forecast for the rest of the day. But I'm taking a look here, Mud. I don't see a cloud in the sky.
You know, out deep left center over the mountains.
Okay, yeah, there is one over there. Orsillo Grant Scanlon with you today from AT&T Park in San Francisco. Will Myers has already made his presence felt with a home run in the top of the first inning. Here is Denard Span to lead it off in the bottom of the first. He was among the Giants who had the beginning of the game off yesterday, but ended up in the game by game's end. Today participates in his 75th game of the year. On the ground down the line at first. That's a fair ball headed towards the bullpen. Renfroe plays the carom well. Throw to second base off the mark, and Span's got himself a double. Good throw, and I think Renfroe would have had Span. But the throw to the outfield side of second base, and a double for Span.
Going back to the pitch, it's a slider that's down, splits the plate right above the knees. Now the race is on. And Don, from our vantage point, we can see this play developing, right? I'm right there with you. As soon as this ball was thrown, I was thinking Span is out from here to Sacramento. But it was offline. Man, he's got a cannon out there in right.
So Span at second base. Nobody out here in the first inning. Giants trying to answer. And Eduardo Nunez been hanging around 300 all year at 299 coming in. And a check swing foul, made contact. homers, 29 runs batted in to go along with a .299 average.
Yeah, with the exception of Friday's game, this guy's been a burn the saddle for the Padres. Was 0 for 6 in Friday night's game. Other games Thursday and last night, multiple hits.
Well, the first inning has been a problem for Dinelson Lamet. We talked about it. Last couple times out, it has been a problem. 6 earned runs in the last 2.
There's been coaches, there's been players who try to put their finger on it and come up with a solid answer to why, and it's really a tough one to figure out.
All kinds of different methods tried. Warming up longer, perhaps. Trying to different pregame things to help out your first inning.
Simulated game in the bullpen for the first inning. You have like a couple hitters come up there. Like you'll have a lefty stand in there, a righty, and then a lefty, the top 3.
Did you ever run into that in your career? First inning issues?
Well, the one problem I had is every time I heard the national anthem, I had a bad game.
Swing and a miss, and Nunez going after that pitch and striking out. First strikeout of the day for Lamet. Well, with 1 down, let's check out the Giants lineup today, brought to you by Hyundai. For Bruce Bochy, Denard Span in center field with Nunez at third base, Brandon Belt at first, Buster Posey doing the catching with Brandon Crawford at short, Hunter Pence in right, Miguel Gomez getting his second ever start at second base, Gorkys Hernandez in left field, and Ty Block, the pitcher, batting out of the 9 spot. 1 out with Span at second base and Brandon Belt the batter.
You know, Don, to get back to that question though, I think I don't know off the top of my head, but over the course of my career, I'm sure Bob Scanlon had some stories regarding. Mine was like maybe second or third time around through the lineup, and that's where I think, as a mindset and as a pitcher, I kind of adapted better to the bullpen because you knew you were probably going to just face the lineup once. Everybody wants to be a starter. You want to get that rock once every 5 days. Bob Scanlon, your thoughts on first inning woes as opposed to second or third time through the lineup?
Mud Dinelson is not alone. I myself had issues in the first inning, and I had plenty of teammates that did as well, to the point where our skipper Jim Lefevre actually brought a team psychologist in to talk with the pitchers specifically about that issue.
Wow.
And he was an outstanding psychologist, worked with a lot of golfers, and I remember him talking to us about it and trying to work through that. And it really became a way of trying to trick yourself into not thinking that it's the first inning. Treat it as though you're in the second or the third inning, sometimes simulating the first inning in your bullpen before you go out there.
All right, I'm trying to get in the mindset of you guys. I'm thinking you're going out there and you're thinking, okay, this is the way the rest of the outing is going to go if it doesn't start well. I mean, is it all about the start, the comfort when you get out there first time on the mound? I don't know. I'm trying to get there.
For me, I had checkpoints: first strike, first out, first inning. I wanted to try to get those as quickly as I can because I knew after that, if I checked all those boxes, chances are I was going to go deeper into the game. Now, as a reliever, I wanted quick outs too. Strike one, breaking ball for a strike early, because you usually came in with runners on base and you're not really, setting up hitters. That was my way about going things. Bob, how about you?
Step number 1 was to show that I could command my fastball to throw for strike 1. And step number 2 for me, Mud, was showing the other team that I was going to pitch inside. I wanted to be able to move somebody's feet in the first inning or no later than the second inning, just to let everybody know in that dugout, hey, I'm going to pitch inside, and I don't want you comfortable in there.
Heading out, Sanchez talked to Lamet. Interesting to see this today, too. Sanchez not getting a chance to catch Dinelson Lamet very much, of course, with Austin Hedges doing the catching most of the time. And these two working together.
I like this situation here with Sanchez behind the plate. It kind of just takes all the thinking out of it. If I'm Dinelson Lamet in the situation as being a rookie pitcher and having a veteran guy like Sanchez, I'm taking all the thinking out of it and just what the fingers show and throw into the glove.
Never shaking your head with Sanchez back there, are you, Mud?
Right, absolutely.
If you got a question, talk to him about it afterwards.
Knows the league, knows these guys especially. having been a Giant. And a check swing. Not going is Brandon Belt, according to third base umpire Jeff Nelson.
I just love his energy behind the plate, Sanchez. He's part cheerleader, coach. As we take a look, oh my gosh, I thought he went. He's very animated by,
Yep.
get it out, get it in there, put it on the ground, get it up in the zone.
Swing and a miss, and that's back-to-back Ks for Lamet. So he's bounced back very nicely after the leadoff double.
Running fastball, looks like he wants it up. It details away at 96.
So 2 down brings up Buster Posey. Not on the starting lineup yesterday, but came off the bench in the game. Oh, running away for ball 1. There's the coaching part of it right there. You saw Sanchez pointing to his shoulder.
Yeah. See how animated he was? Keep that front shoulder towards me. Don't open up too soon. That ball will leak down and away. That's exactly what happened. Okay, suave, tranquilo, front shoulder, keep it in.
Pickoff play at second base, but stepping off, not throwing is Span. This is Wahe had cheated in from second.
Yeah, infielders getting dirty here, diving for a ball to their right or left to prevent that run from coming around to score with 2 outs.
On the corner.
Boy, if he can command that 7 out of 10 times. 95 glove side to a righty. It's worth another look, and he gets a call. But if the guy's giving you that call, go right back out there.
Span at second, 2 down here in the first inning. And Posey to right field. This ball is falling. It's in for a base hit. Round from second comes Span, and a 2-out RBI single for Buster Posey has tied this game 1-1. Now Posey, the most consistent hitter this year for the Giants, getting it done.
Now there's a reason why he's always in, not always, but there's a consistent thread with Buster Posey out there being in the top when it comes to batting average in the National League. He has won a batting title, and he gets on top of this fastball away just enough to keep it fair. Going into this game, Posey 6th in the National League with a .320 average.
So 2 down, Posey at first, and brings up Brandon Crawford. Outside for ball 1. That one running away. On the ground foul outside of first. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Okay, you ask?
I did.
You shall receive, my friend. Solid 6 from Lamet. I would like to see that. A lot of bullpen usage, maybe 7. And throw a block party. Tie block. Hey, go to Hacken, have some fun. The party's on him. He's been throwing well, though.
Crawford sounds like a broken bat to right field. Renfroe coming in to make the catch, below the cap high. And we'll end the inning. The Giants get a run back after 1, tied at 1. It's been a long couple of games here in the last 2 days. Well, how long? 785 pitches by 25 different pitchers. Bullpen's been used. Combined 25 and 2/3 innings, 51 base hits, 37 runners left on base, and all the time 8 hours, 43 minutes in back-to-back games. That's the beauty of baseball. No clock in this game.
Yeah, and how many laughs and chuckles in between.
Yeah, good time. Now Jabari Blash, Hector Sanchez, Corey Spangenberg about in the second inning. Sharply hit, one hopper, nicely picked it short by Crawford. The throw is in time. Working from the ground up.
The sure-handed shortstop for the Giants, Brandon Crawford. Notice how this ball gets on him quickly, right? And then plenty of time to straighten himself up, almost like a pitcher, right? That front shoulder towards the target. Little bit of lead kick and fires a strike over to first base.
One down in the inning for Hector Sanchez, getting the start today. .238, 7 homers, 16 runs batted in for Sanchez. To left field, and Yorkis Hernandez to his left, 2 down. So 2 up, 2 down, ground out, line out, and it brings up Corey Spangenberg. Four consecutive multi-hit games for Spangenberg. 2 for 5 here yesterday with a run scored.
By the way, talking about first inning struggles, social media these days is unbelievable. You can find something out instantaneously. Well, thanks to my good friend Jay Posner, he posted for the world to see. My first inning struggles, only a 6.29 ERA.
Yours?
Thanks, Jay.
Wow.
That's great.
So you weren't kidding about the national anthem part of it then?
Right. You gotta love Twitter.
As soon as you heard the anthem, you struggled? That's what you said?
Yep. I always did poorly when I heard that song.
25th pitch coming up for Ty Block here with 2 down in the inning. And it's on the corner for Spangenberg. He didn't particularly like the call. Look back for confirmation from Corey Blazer.
Hey, it just takes one.
Strike 3 call. Spangenberg knew it that time. First K for Ty Block. Inning and a half done. Tied up 1-1.
keep your best pitch in your back pocket in crucial situations early in the baseball game, and which is what he's done. So last 2 times out, the expectation is he learns from it and grows from it. And when he does that, it's a real slider. It's real stuff. And part of why they've hit his fastball early in the game is because they're not aware of his slider. They haven't seen him before. They haven't faced him. They don't have it in the back of their mind. Now they've watched video. They know it's good. But until they see it and realize they're going to make a physical adjustment to hit it, they stay on the fastball.
Andy Green talking about his starter to Nelson Lamet using that slider earlier in the ballgame. Now in his last 2 outings, they had encouraged him to do the same thing, but he didn't. Today, 18 pitches in the first inning, 7 of those were sliders, 4 of them for strikes. So he is using that pitch more effectively early on. And part of that may be, guys, with the veteran catcher Hector Sanchez behind there, he is encouraging this young man to go to that pitch and make sure that the other team's aware of it. Guys?
Well, so far so good here for Lamet. Did give up a run on the first, but struck out 2. Hunter Pence leading it off here, and he did go around.
Back-to-back sliders. That one's a nasty one off the plate, and we know Hunter Pence will chase. And why not throw him another one? Mentioned it many times before. You don't have to throw this guy a strike.
Swing and a miss there, and Pence strikes out. 3rd K for Nelson Lamet. One down here in the 2nd inning. Let's check out the Padres defensively, brought to you by Lincoln. Jabari Blash in left, Manuel Margot in center, Hunter Renfroe in right, Corey Spangenberg at 3rd, Alan Cordoba at short, Carlos Asuaje at 2nd base, Will Myers at 1st, and Hector Sanchez doing the catching for Dinelson Lamet. One down here in the 2nd inning brings up Miguel Gomez, his 2nd start at 2nd base, and on the left side a switch hitter.
You know, Don, I think we just saw the beauty of that slider being thrown for a strike and then expanded with the zone. That was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball past Hunter Pence. After seeing 2 sliders, that's going to be tough to square up. And then you add a little movement. Good luck if you're a hitter.
Yeah, it changes your thought process, I guess, when you're up there.
Yeah.
In the air to shallow left center field. Incoming is Jabari Blash. And look out, Blash will make the catch. Had the glasses on, looking up into the high sky, but he secures out number 2 coming from left field.
I would think sometimes for an outfielder or an infielder, that ball is up there. You lose it in the crowd, maybe. Takes a lot of concentration to do that. Wearing the full-on traditional sunglasses is Jabari Blash. I like more of the traditional flip downs.
Old school?
Yeah.
2 down. Rockies Hernandez taking a rip, and that's strike 1.
You know, somebody recently, I think it was on Twitter, posted pictures of Frank Howard. Remember Frank Howard?
Sure, big guy, right?
Oh, the National Monument.
Yeah.
Which they called him. He actually, there was a picture of Big Frank at the dish, and he had the flip downs with his helmet on.
Wow.
And the flips were up. That was such a cool photo.
Plus, it looked cool when the ball was in the air when you flip it down. You know?
Hey, if you had a set of those as a kid, you were the man.
That was pretty high tech for Little League.
Yeah. I had a friend who had a pair of those. Went out and played a little sandlot game somewhere, and he shows up with those. I'm like, man, what does your dad do? You're cool.
Two down here in the 2nd inning. Gorkys Hernandez batting for the first time today. A check swing there, not a full swing, but he fouls back the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. A little high.
Slider. Oh.
Bounced it for ball 4.
Hector got that in the throwing hand. This pitch is really bounced, and it just happens to find. Does that get a finger? Wrist?
Professional courtesy there from Corey Blazer, the home plate umpire, giving him some extra time. And it is a lead at first, 2 down. Ty Block, the pitcher. This will get away from Hernandez, and to second base goes Hernandez, rather getting away from Sanchez as Hernandez takes second base. Wild pitch charged to Nelson Lamet.
Oh, he spikes the fastball there after bouncing the slider. Spikes the fastball. You don't see that too often.
Well, as a catcher, I guess you expect the curveball coming in that way, not the fastball. One-0 to Block. On the ground, right side, and Suaje lays it out. The throw to first is in time, and that will end the inning. Nice play by Carlos Suaje. Nice play by Myers, too. Myers went after that ball initially, then had to get back to cover at first base. They get it done. We played 2. Game tied 1-1. Brought to you by Ram Trucks.
Well, for pitchers, not only are they the best athletes, but they can run a little bit, keep up with everybody. How about the 4th inning yesterday? Luis Perdomo. How long does it take a pitcher to get from home as his teammates in the background are rooting him on? He pulls back a little bit, downshifts, and then goes in for the stand-up triple. Almost 12 seconds. 3rd triple of the year.
I can't believe that's his 3rd triple of the year.
And there's still plenty of starts left for the youngster to hit number 4. Luis Perdomo, our featured tools of the trade.
4 in a row retired here by Ty Block as we start this 3rd inning. Luis looking on today. Cordoba, Lamet, and Margot coming up in the 3rd inning. Only blemish so far through 2 for Block. The home run by Myers in the 1st inning. Solo shot to left center field. Otherwise, it's retired everybody else. I don't know if he hurt himself, but Posey headed out there at the end of that last warm-up toss. Appears to be okay. Good to go. Alan Cordoba standing in. Strike 1.
That's pitching right there. First pitch changeup right out of the chute here in the third inning.
In the air to right field. Over goes Hunter Pence and under. One down here in the third inning.
Remember right-hander Doug Graybeck?
Sure.
Came up with the
Pirates.
Yankees, then Pirates, and then Astros. First pitch of every game, slider. Hit me, slider. Get it over. Now,
Guys didn't catch on to it.
well, what you know what?
Didn't matter.
It didn't matter. And you know what? I think hitters are so stubborn that they're not good. Even if they know it's coming, that's really not the number one pitch you really want to try to feast on, especially the first pitch of a game. They're looking for the fastball. I mean, once in a while, maybe he got burnt. But I found it quite interesting when I found that I was a teammate of his in 93. Check that. Every pitch, flip it up there. First pitch of the game.
That with a swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes quickly. Second strikeout for Block. 2 down. I've known some hitters who swing at the first pitch every time.
No matter what.
No matter what. Nomar was one of those guys.
Really?
Yeah. Nomar Garciaparra. A.J. Przinsky did it more times than not.
And then there are the guys. Who was the Todd Zeile? I think never ever swung at the first pitch.
Interesting.
I think it was Todd Zeile. Some ridiculous amount, like 98% of the time, took the first pitch. You know, we have the technology. We can look that stuff up.
2 down in the inning. Manuel Margot popped out to second base first time up. Wild swing and a miss. Ball has been dancing for Ty Block here in the early going. 34 pitches for him through 2 2/3 innings. String right now of retiring 6 Padres in a row. Popped up foul off to the right, out of play. Fly ball headed out towards center field. Denard Span kind of circled, but makes his way to right center and puts it away. Padres gone in the third. 2.5 done. Tied up 1-1.
MLB.tv every night, every device. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live, plus get a free subscription to @Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details.
Another big crowd on hand today at AT&T Park, better than 40,000. As the Padres and Giants back at it again today. Of course, they had their string of 450 consecutive sellouts here, broken last week against the Cleveland Indians. Top of the order for the Giants to lead it off here in the bottom of the third inning. Denard Span doubled and scored in the first inning. One of 2 hits off to Nelson Lamet. Not trying to go a little more deeply into this game. Last 2 outings, only 4-inning efforts. Both losses, one at Cleveland and one at Colorado.
It's been tough breaking that 6-inning frame for the starters for the Padres.
Line to center. Margot in the perfect spot out there in center field for the first out here at the bottom of the third inning. Tough to be positioned more perfectly than he was in center right there on that liner.
Looked like by the body language of Margot, the ball may have been knuckling a little bit. Once again, the wind blowing straight out, it looks like. Atop the scoreboard here at AT&T Park.
Really has been the entire series, it seems like.
Yep.
So one down, Eduardo Nunez, a strikeout victim in the first inning. He went swinging as he takes a strike over the outside corner. Definitely seeing more sliders here today for Lamet, as Andy Green talks about. Line to right field. Base hit for Nunez. Third hit of the day for the Giants. This one comes with 1 out in the third inning.
That's getting on top of a fastball, taking it the other way. Belt buckle high at 95. Barrel of the bat doesn't have to travel that far to make good contact, as opposed to a fastball in where you got to get that barrel out in front of you. And Nunez scores with a safety to right.
1 out, 1 on. Brandon Belt coming up here now for the Padres. Belt struck out swinging in the first inning. Two for his last 20 at the plate. He's been quiet. It's been a good thing, at least for the Padres side of things. Very quiet in the series. Trying to come in, and they did with success.
Difficulty with the fastball for Belt. Remember, his first at bat, as Don mentioned, he struck out. That was on a fastball. First pitch kind of tied him up a little bit for the swing and miss.
Kind of been all or nothing this year in some ways for Belt. 16 home runs, just 2 shy of matching his career high, which was 18 back in 2015. Just over the halfway mark of the season. So you got a lot of baseball left. So kind of swinging for the fences, apparently, is Brandon Belt.
Well, it looks like Lamet's got that wiffle ball working this afternoon. That last pitch had some tremendous movement to it on the 94-mile-an-hour fastball. It was almost a fastball that looked like it straightened up Belt and then caught the plate.
Fly ball down the right field line, headed towards foul ground and into the seats.
Tell you what, Lil Sweet was all over that one, wasn't he? He was down by the bullpen mounds. A sweet one.
Does he know you call him Little Sweet? Is he
doesn't matter.
About it? No?
It doesn't matter. I like it, and that's why I call him that. Of course, the shift is on. They're 3 heavy on the right side, so he's a little bit over towards that first base side. There's Lil Sweet.
Shifting with Spangenberg on the right side of the infield. 0-2 pitch to Belt. Up and away. Not tantalizing enough. This man lined out to center. Nunez singling to right. 1 out, 1 on. Strike 3 call. Belt is frozen. Second time he has struck out in this game. Fourth strikeout for Lamet. 2 down.
That's a slider, and that's a legitimate strike. Boy, I tell you what, Dinelson Lamet has got Brandon Belt. He doesn't know whether to scratch his head or wind his watch. He's got him with the fastball and looking at the slider.
So 2 down here in the 3rd inning. Brings up Buster Posey. Drove in the Giants' run in the 1st inning with a single to right. Swing and a miss there on a breaking ball. You know we have the technology. I don't want to send anybody here into a tizzy, but I'm wondering about the breaking ball to fastball ratio early here for Lamet. It seems like a lot of breaking balls.
Oh, we can find that out.
Can we do that?
Very
you know the
quickly.
people that could find that out? Am I alone in imagining this? That there's been this
No, I'm
many
right there with
breaking
you. I'm right there with you.
balls? All right, here we go. I think we're going to back it graphically. Oh, not yet.
I mean, you can
It's a
find
big
out
breakdown.
anything these days.
Posey pops this up. Back goes Zwahan to short right. Coming from right, look out, is Renfroe. You got Margot, Zwahe, and Renfroe, and it's Renfroe makes the catch.
AT Park, you're looking at Will Myers' home run in the 1st inning that tied this ball game. A 453-foot shot. It's his 3rd home run of the series. 362 for the first one, 379 for the second one, 453 for the 3rd one. I actually have the ball right here thanks to young Alex. 12-year-old Alex caught this baseball right here. Alex, thank you so much for letting us borrow your baseball, big man. Hey, Mud, he's up 2nd this inning. This is where you and I used to give him up.
Scan, my philosophy is this. If I'm going to give them up, I have no problem with it being moonshots.
No cheapies, right?
No cheapies. I just have one word of caution for you out there.
Yeah.
Watch out for the seagulls.
Oh, I know. I'm in enemy territory right here. I'm surrounded by a lot of orange. The Seagulls are on their way. But you know what? It's the 2nd longest home run of the season here at AT&T Park. We had to go and take a look where it landed, didn't we?
That's a bolt.
Will likes hitting here. There's no doubt about that. That is a long way away. 4th inning, Carlos Zwahe leading it off, getting his 2nd look today. A tie block grounded out to the 2nd baseman Miguel Gomez in the 1st inning. 0 for 1. Fly ball headed to left. This one will stay in the yard though. And Rookies Hernandez out there takes care of out number 1. Well, April 29th. This was the 6th longest home run here in San Francisco at AT&T Park. One of the better bat flips too.
Yes. He has just got the, I mean, you know, the physique, the bat speed that when he connects, it goes a long way.
They're pretty home runs.
Yeah. and it's not just one variety, because remember, we saw the line shot down the left field line.
Second opposing player to ever hit 5 home runs in a season at AT&T Park. Nolan Arenado with 6. Did that back in 2015. Interestingly, no Giants right-handed hitter has more than 3 this season. Nick Hundley has 3 this year. That's pretty weird. That gives you an idea of the Giants' struggles too. To me, one of the bigger surprises of 2017. The Giants' record and the way that the season has gone for them. I really thought they're going to be very good coming back. Cueto again. Yep. Samardzija.
They are
bulkier team back again.
Sure. They are last in the National League in home runs. By a lot.
Myers will take a walk this time, and that's the first free pass given up by Ty Blach. Also breaks up a string of 8 in a row retired by Blach. One out, one on, and Hunter Renfroe coming up. Fouled out to Brandon Belt in the first inning. 0 for 1. All right, so you said third time through was your problem?
Well, first inning.
First inning and third time through.
I just took a guess.
So I'm guessing that you didn't have any other stuff to feature to mix it up the third time through.
I was a 4-pitch pitcher.
Yeah.
Fastball, slider, curveball, change.
You showed it all the first 2 times or no?
Yeah, I showed it all right down the middle of the dish.
So it was about location. Line to right field for Renfroe. That'll get down quickly and head to the right field corner. Myers is going to stop at third. Renfroe with a double. And it's second and third with 1 out for the Padres here in the 4th inning.
Well, we know about the strength of Will Myers and Hunter Renfroe. We know that the home run is there, right? Well, how about using the whole field? As you take a look at this one, lets the ball travel a little bit. The knob, the barrel follows and spanks this one down the right field line. And the big fella, Will Myers, going from first to third. Onions. 20th double for Hunter Renfroe.
Bill Rafter here?
Love that guy, by the way. I love the coach.
Second and third, 1 down.
So fun to listen to.
I think he's the best analyst in college basketball. To right field. Down the right field line. It's off the wall. Off the bat of Jabari Blash. Myers will score. Renfroe coming around behind him. Throw to second, not in time. It's a 2-run wall ball double for Jabari Blash, and the Padres have taken a 3-1 lead. All started with a walk by Myers to get it here in the 4th inning. Back-to-back doubles, and the Padres take the 3-1 lead.
Oh, the big boys. The guys with some pop going the opposite way. First Hunter Renfroe, now Jabari Blash going off the auxiliary scoreboard in right. We put some pressure on Block. We do have a block party going on here in the 4th.
I feel like I've kind of been picking on you the last couple of days, because yesterday, I don't remember what it was yesterday.
I don't care. Bring it on.
No, there was something yesterday that we went and checked on your major league career. I forget what it was.
Hits.
Line down the left field line, and that ball's going to be fair into the left field corner. Around from second comes Blash. Headed to second base is Hector Sanchez, and the Padres take a 4-1 lead. This has happened quickly, as all of a sudden Block has kind of lost it here in the 4th inning, and the Padres put a 3 spot on the board in the 4th to take a 4-1 lead.
Boy, 3 doubles in a row. Last time I saw 3 doubles, I had to be brought back to my room. Anyway, this one just fair. And the fun continues here in the 4th.
So runner at second base, 1 out, 3 runs in. Our crew, though, very quickly comes with numbers.
Right.
That's one thing that we get a lot. And I feel like I got to read it because they did come up with the numbers. Somebody went through the trouble of doing the work. Your first inning earned run average, 6.29.
Right.
Okay, now we got averages for first time through the order. 274. It's not terrible.
That's not good.
This is not Hall of Fame 300. Second time through, 277.
Still horrible. Keep going.
Third time through, 288. Not that much different.
A lot of out of the stretch. Keep going.
First inning, 307 overall.
Yeah.
That is Hall of Fame-ish.
It's not good.
But there you go. I had to read it. It was not. I'm not picking on it. You pitched in the major leagues.
Yeah.
Sanchez at second. Spangenberg will take a pitch low and away. Those numbers surprise you at all? Not really.
No, no, not really. This does not come as a surprise to me. I'm disappointed, though.
Now I feel bad.
No, not you. My career. My career. I'm disappointed. I'm bearing my soul to you right here.
Lined into center field. A base hit for Spangenberg. Sanchez being waved around. He will score. It's an RBI single for Corey Spangenberg, and it's a 5-1 Padres lead. What a difference second time through here for the Padres against Ty Blach.
This is unbelievable. Actually, it's not unbelievable. It's fun to watch because we mentioned in our open about the Padres in this series averaging 7 runs a game, and they're dropping a 4 spot here, still with only 1 out. Hector Sanchez getting into the act with the slide.
I'm not sure that was necessary, but it looked good.
Another hard hit ball by Corey Spangenberg.
Alan Cordoba fly to right field in the 3rd inning, 0 for 1. Second straight game for the Padres. They've scored 4 runs in the 4th inning. Spangenberg held on by Brandon Belt at first base.
And once again, the pad, right, of the 4 runs, it gives to Nelson Lamet a little wiggle room, some breathing space to where, you know, if he gives up a solo home run, all hope is not lost. You still have a lead. That's why you have to add on, and that enables him, I think, to go deeper in the game.
Lines out to short. Crawford going to try to make it 2, but no chance. Spangenberg back to the bag at first. So Cordoba lines out to Brandon Crawford. Shortstop, 2 down. And that'll bring up Dinelson Lamet, the pitcher. And that struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. And so far, 0 for 14 at the plate this season for the Padres. Foul tip into Buster Posey's mitt for strike 1. Tough to get a nicer day than what we get here today.
Beautiful. And when you score 5 runs,
even better.
Up here in the 4th inning, total, makes it even a better day.
How far are we from Oakland? Is it over there somewhere?
Yeah, it's right over near beyond those tankers out there.
Swing and a miss. Lamet strikes out to end the inning, but the damage is done. 4 runs in the inning. Renfroe with a double, Blash a double, Sanchez a double, Spangenberg a single. It's a 5-1 Padres lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yo, bartender, give me a double.
Padres baseball brought to you by Sycuan Casino. Sign up for the Padres club card today. And by Jack in the Box. Come try the new sweet or spicy barbecue bacon cheeseburger and chicken sandwich for a limited time only. Well, we're talking as it is 5-1. There's Oakland over there.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now.
In fact, right through the flagpoles
Yep.
in right center field, if you look through those flagpoles, you can see the Coliseum. You can see the lights of the Coliseum.
Why don't we send Bob Scanlon over there? You can do a hit.
Over to Oakland?
Yeah. He's already visited the seats out there in the bleachers.
Yeah.
I don't think Scan's on board with this. Here's the breakdown for you, Dinelson Lamet. Not as many sliders as I thought, but still a lot. 17 of them.
I think that's 17 out of 44. It's almost just under half.
The last half of the fourth inning here. Padres now on top 5-1. Brandon Crawford flied out to right field. Hunter Renfroe in the first inning, 0 for 1. Center fielder Manuel Margot over to left center and gap out there in right center field. On the ground right side, Myers to the backhand, going to need Lamet. Good lead and gets him to the bag for the out.
Well, last time up when Hunter Pence was at the plate, let's go over pitch by pitch, 95 away. And we talked about the slider earlier in the ballgame at 86. Fastball, slider, heater 97 by him. And Don, like you mentioned, as a hitter, you see that slider a couple times, you got in the back of your mind. And then when you try to react to the fastball, before you know it, it's by you. Looks like that was the exact thing that Hunter Pence was looking for. Couldn't catch up to the fastball.
One down here in the fourth inning brings up Hunter Pence. Slow roller towards Spangenberg. Bare hands and throws in time. Nice play. Really, only chance he had was to bare hand that, and he got it done. Not hit hard at all.
On the balls of your feet, charging. And Dinelson Lamet, he hit the deck because he knew that Spangenberg was going to be coming over. Look at him.
He's in the line of fire right there.
And the accurate throw, the clean bare hand for the 5-3 play.
So 2 down to the inning brings up Miguel Gomez. I got one for you, Bud.
Yeah.
In 2 appearances.
What, say that again? What was that?
2 appearances at the Coliseum in Oakland.
Right.
You know your numbers? Really good. A 1.50 earned run average. Opponent batting average 0.53.
Come on.
0.53.
Those were some bad A teams, I'll bet.
You were lights out in Oakland. So you should know where the Oakland Coliseum is from here. Line down the left field line. Blash on the run. Not going to get there. Gets down to the left field corner. Gomez gets to second base with a 2-out double.
That's waving the wand a little bit. Going the other way.
Only got 12 at bats in the big leagues this year. Walked in the second. Double down the left field line.
That's not over swinging. That's exactly where that pitch was dealt.
So 2 down. Gomez at second base brings up Gorkys Hernandez. One thing the Giants have been doing is getting doubles. Major League best 27 since the break. So the home runs have been down, as you pointed out, but the doubles have not. In the dirt, gets away from Sanchez. Gomez will move to third base. See a couple of those.
It was the slider. Hector tried to lean over that way and get the glove on it.
A wild pitch charged to Lamet. Second one today. Ball on a strike to Gookies Hernandez. Interesting alignment out there right now with Margot shallow and in right center field. And a big gap out there in left center. Actually moving Blash even further over into left field right now as we speak. So there's a big gap out there. Swing and a miss. Stevens at 2-2.
Here's that positioning you're talking about, Margot in that gap with Jabari Blash right there.
And Margot plays a shallow center field anyway because he can go back on it and get it. Well, full count now. Hernandez pretty good at bat here. The runner at third and 2 down. Nelson Lamet giving up a first inning run. He's not allowed one since, pitching with 2 outs in the 4th inning and has a 4-run lead now. Line into left field, a base hit for Hernandez. Gomez will score, and the Giants collect their second run of the day. This one coming with 2 down in the 4th inning, and all of this coming with 2 outs in the inning.
A slider at 85 just above the knees, just kind of rolled up there. You know, if that's down a little bit more, probably a different story, but this is what I'm getting to. Remember earlier, scoring all those runs, allowing some wiggle room. RBI single, you still have a 3-run lead with 2 outs. Nothing really to panic about.
So 2 down, Hernandez at first base. Lamet would love to have had a shutdown inning after getting that pad. This one fouled off to the right out of play, but Gomez with a double followed by the RBI single by Gookies Hernandez. Ty blocked the pitcher. Grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning. Strike 3 call, and that will end the 4th inning. Giants get a run back. We played 4 innings from AT&T Park in San Francisco. 5-2 Padres. The Unlimited Baseball break brought to you by T-Mobile. This is not good for the Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw left today's game in the 3rd inning with an undisclosed injury. And of course, last year spending time on the DL. Not much sure what that is about. And Billy Hamilton 3 for 4 today. And you think about his speed, 2 stolen bases, 43 thefts on the year, part of a Reds win. And tied up 4-4 now. The Royals are the White Sox in the bottom of the 9th inning. And right now the White Sox with an 8-game losing streak.
Focusing on Billy Hamilton, isn't it amazing how this game of baseball, like probably a lot of sports, cyclical? I mean, the stolen base is really kind of gone by the wayside. Gone are the days when you're going to have the speedsters burning up the base paths. Now it's just
gone are the typical leadoff hitters. So you think about doing
too.
that off the top. I mean, we just left Colorado where Charlie Blackmon is there with all those home runs and RBIs and the average.
It's all about launch angle and home runs.
Game is changing, my friend.
And well, you know, it's offensive minded, isn't it? Baseball, they're trying to create that. I don't think pitchers like that.
Left side, Crawford rounds in behind it, and his throw is going to be late. Beating it out, Manuel Margot to start the 5th inning. See if they're going to challenge this or not. It was close. Crawford tried to get himself in a good throwing position, so he kind of surrounded that ball coming in.
You know what? I'll be quite honest with you. I'm not just saying this because it's Manuel Margot. I think from up here was safe anyway. I thought I heard foot on the bag and then ball in the glove.
Giants are going to challenge.
Oh, you know what? He had a good sound on that one, huh? It sounded like ball and glove before foot hit the bag.
That's how the umpires do it, right?
I think so.
Sound.
Yeah.
Well, Giants challenging here. The play at first base. Called safe on the field. So see if this is overturned or not on the throw from Brandon Crawford to Brandon Belt.
Oh, I love this. Is this the Phantom Cam, guys? Oh, that's so close. Because it's when the ball hits the back of the glove, right? What's the correct terminology?
You know, I don't know. It's got to be in the glove, and he is safe. They're going to stay with it. Not enough there to overturn. So an infield hit for Margot to shortstop starts the 5th inning for the Padres. Margot will gain a lead at first, held on by Belt as Carlos Suzuaje bats for the 3rd time today. And a grounder back to the mound. Block goes to second for 1, on to first for 2. 1 to 6 to 3 on the twin killing. So 2 down here in the 5th, and it brings up Will Myers.
Oh, I mentioned earlier that Ty Block, when he's on his game, he's a ground ball pitcher. Oh, great glove work and footwork around the second base bag by the Giants. Shortstop Brandon Crawford over to first to Belt for the double play.
Will Myers lifting one to left field in the air. Playable for Gorkis Hernandez, who makes the catch. That ends the inning. We're halfway through. 5-2 Padres.
4-2 Padres over the Giants. Hey, check out the latest installment of Padres POV presented by Nissan as we fly high with Will Myers in an F-18 simulator. Padres POV airing today after Padres Live, the postgame show right here on Fox Sports San Diego.
Last of the 5th inning, top of the order. Denard Span leading it off here for the Giants. Span doubled in the first and scored. Lined out to center in the 3rd. So 1 for 2 today.
How you doing?
Span, Nunez, and Belt featured here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Span trying to bunt his way on, pops it up foul. It's a count of 1-1. It's 21 games. Span hitting over 300 at 307. 11 extra base hits. Really good against right-handed pitching at 363 against right-handers. Check swing foul. Look out over by the Giants dugout. Everybody all right over there? Tenth start of the year for Dinelson Lamet, coming in individually at 3-4. This man gets jammed and fouls it back to the screen. Lamet today giving up 2 runs on 5 hits. Gave up a run in the 1st and a run in the 4th inning. Working here in the 5th with a 3-run lead. Back-to-back day games here for the Padres and Giants. After 2 night games started this 4-game series. Padres winning on Thursday and Friday and dropping yesterday's game in 12 innings. Fly ball, shallow left center. Out goes Cordoba, and he'll make the catch. Battling the sun the entire way, ends up in his hip pockets. But he makes the catch out there for the first out here at the bottom of the 5th inning.
That is not an easy play. Is he saying I got it? Oh, the flash look as well. Now he's got to find it again. And then all 3 converging. Blash, Margot, Cordoba.
Well, earlier we told you about Kershaw leaving that outing. It has been announced that it is a right lower back tightness situation for Kershaw.
I have that every day.
But you don't pitch anymore. So I mean, you can announce with it.
When you got to support a boiler like this, it takes its toll on the lower back.
Steven Strasburg left with an injury today too for the Nationals. We'll find out about that and get more information.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Sure, Mike and Mark will get you updated on all that stuff going on around Major League Baseball. That's the thing. This trade deadline thing, injuries, it's a big deal.
Oh, I see where you're going.
Swing and a miss. Eduardo Nunez with a swing and a miss. 2-2.
I'm not going to mention any names, but it's worth talking about.
Well, no, but I mean,
you think some guys, and I'm not saying
you think they're getting
Kershaw
injured
or whoever. I'm just
on
saying.
Purpose? No.
Do you think there are some guys who kind of like, oh,
you know what? It's the trade deadline, and oh,
My hamstring. Lined off the glove of Lamet and by Azuaje out to right center. Rocket right back at Lamet that he got glove on, and that changed the direction of the ball, and Nunez has his second hit of the day.
well, Nunez has been a menace against these Padres in this series. Yesterday, 3 hits and a walk. They did contain him on Friday night. He wore the collar, 0 for 6, but in game 1, a couple of hits and an RBI. Speaking of the trade deadline, we've mentioned it also that he stays on this slider and takes it right up the middle. His name has been mentioned in trade talk.
1 out, 1 on. Brandon Belt 0 for 2. Pops it up back at second base with the shift on. This is Spangenberg in short center. 2 down. Well, one of the other guys kind of interesting that we've read about, rumor mill about Giancarlo Stanton. And what a get that would be. He's linked to the Yankees over the last couple days in rumor mill. Whether there's truth to it, we don't know, but what a pickup he would be. Now he's signed for a very long contract for a lot of money. So whoever takes him on is going to have pretty deep pockets. But you're getting a tremendous player.
And that narrows the field of which teams he would go to, right? And it doesn't take a rocket scientist
No.
that he'd be in pinstripes.
Yep. So that'll be interesting to watch. I love the trade deadline. For us, the trade deadline is great.
Yes.
It's exciting.
Can
to
you
be
imagine
a player in a clubs? No, thank you.
Yeah.
Not knowing where
It's
you're
tough.
going. Are you going to be here? What do I do with my stuff? Where am I going to live?
Could you imagine
Real
Aaron
issue.
Judge and Stanton in the same lineup?
Wow. That would be pretty awesome. Two down. Nunez at first base. Buster Posey 1 for 2. Single in the first to drive in a run, and then flied out to right in the third. Now a liner caught at second base in the air by Azuaje. He'll throw the first just in case, but he made the catch. 5-2 Padres. Summary, and this is an all Padres summary right here. Home run for Will Myers. The Padres on top 1-0 with the game tied 1-1. Jabari Blash drives in 2 with his double off the wall in right field. Hector Sanchez would drive in a run with a double to left field down to the left field corner. And then Corey Spangenberg coming up with a single to drive in Sanchez as the middle of the order getting it done against Ty Block, and the Padres scoring 4 times in the 4th inning. Giants have gotten a run back since, and it's now 5-2 Padres here in the 6th inning.
Now that game summary was some kind of nice. It's all right. You don't have to laugh. You don't have to react.
Was it funny?
It wasn't meant to be.
Oh. Renfroe fouled out to the first baseman in the first, doubled in the 4th inning. I read last night on Twitter that you're bringing the Shillelagh back.
I think
into your repertoire.
I think it should make an appearance. No reason why we shouldn't break it out again.
No, I like it. You made the announcement on Twitter last night. I follow you.
I think I'll make it official. Let's make it this week. The homestand.
What does that mean? Does that mean you're going to run it out there like 10 times a game, or just?
No, I pick my spots.
That's a strike. Renfroe thought he might have ball 4. I didn't realize it left. I thought you used it from time to time. Strike 2, and Renfroe strikes out. Went from thinking he had ball 4 to striking out looking. That's a 4th strikeout for Block.
Froze him on the fastball. And we mentioned, as a soft tosser, you really have to hit your spots. Other pitches setting up that 89-mile-an-hour fastball right on the inside corner and up a little bit for the strikeout. Yeah, the Shillelagh has its own case. I carry it in a case.
Oh, so you're really bringing it.
It's an authentic Shillelagh.
So you're going to bring it to the park?
Yes, I bring it to the booth.
That's what this is. Okay, I thought you were just going to go back to calling the bat.
No,
the Shillelagh.
I've called it that for years.
That's what I thought.
It's not like that phrase did not originate with me. I mean, it's been around for generations.
I thought you were just going to bring it back into your game call as part of your go-to sayings. I didn't realize there was an actual Shillelagh that's going to make its way into the booth. Now, is it going to be between us? Is it going to be with the frogs and all the other stuff you have on the left side of the booth?
It's going to be like a petting zoo up there.
Oh no, I got to secure that tape down again.
You just worry about your side of the line.
Shillelagh.
It'll be on my side of the line, so you don't have to worry about it.
And not near my trash can.
Yeah, a good friend of mine, Sahag, gave that to me about 10 years ago.
With the frogs, you got a buffet, you got tape, you have a bunch of different pens you don't use.
Bunch of stuff.
Floss. It's unbelievable.
It's like an on-deck circle.
It is. Your workspace is out of control. Down and into Blash. And a full count now to Jabari. Just showed you his double to drive in 2. 4th inning. 1 for 2 day for the Padres left fielder.
Well, they're seeing the ball extremely well out of the hand of Ty Block this afternoon. Got to add on to that 5, though.
On the ground up the middle, ranging is Crawford. A little trouble getting it out of the glove, and the throw is high. Reaching will be Blash. Crawford just could not get it out of the glove, and that cost him. Had to hurry that throw, and it was not a good one. They've charged him with an error.
Well, that's kind of uncharacteristic because when the ball was in the glove, just kind of bobbled a little bit, could not find the handle.
1 out, 1 on. Blash reaching on the miscue, and here is Hector Sanchez. Line to center field, in for a base hit for Sanchez. Heading for third base is Blash. Throw goes in that direction, and Jabari will be safe. Gets around the tag. Throw was off the mark a little bit, and it's a good thing for Blash because that was going to be very close if it was on line. But it's a single for Sanchez, and Blash takes third base.
Got to take advantage of that E6. Boy, he gets to that ball quickly. That ball was in to Hector. Got his hands through. Punching it the other way now with the play right in front of him. Jabari Blash gallops along and slides in safely. That's a big kid right there. It's a lot of knees and elbows coming at you.
Spangenberg taking strike 1. 1 for 2 day today for Corey. Single to center field in the 4th inning to drive in a run, picking up his 30th RBI of the year. 7 for 16 now in the series for Spangenberg. Grounder foul.
Nice grab by Johnny Washington down there in the first base coach's box. The one-handed grab.
Flash at third. Sanchez across the diamond at first. 1 out. And Spangenberg with a swing and a miss. And he strikes out. He was trying to say that he got a piece of it to home plate umpire Corey Blazer, but Blazer was not having any of it. 2 down. Well, the day after the Padres score 5 or more runs, get 50% off any regular menu price online order at papajohns.com. Enter promo code Padres5. Flash at third. Sanchez at first. 2 down. Alan Córdoba 0 for 2. Flied out to right in the third. Lined out to shortstop in the 4th inning. Getting the start today at shortstop. And looking for his first hit of the series. 0 for 7 in the series against the Giants. On the ground towards first base. Belt's going to need help over his block. The pitcher for the out that ends the inning. Padres strand a pair. 5.5 done. 5-2 San Diego.
I mean, that is the show.
It's very easy to come to the track and get caught up in all the excitement.
Every win is big. Trust me, it's so exciting.
You come out to the racetrack, cash a few tickets, you will have a great time, and I guarantee you'll come back.
Tuesday on Inside San Diego Sports. It's racing season, and we take you behind the scenes of opening day at Del Mar. Tune in Tuesday after Padres Live right here on Fox Sports San Diego.
A beautiful day here in San Francisco, and a lot of kayakers out there today, a lot of boats, a lot of activity in Covey Cove.
That's so nice.
Very relaxing.
Oh, peaceful. You know, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Sailing, it takes me away.
Chris Cross, 1-0. Right?
Christopher Cross, yeah. Chris Cross was with the kids that wore their clothes backwards.
I knew him personally.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Chris Cross is wiggity, 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 whack.
Brandon Crawford will take a pitch downstairs, and it's 2-0. Nelson Lamet out there for the 6th inning. Mentioned each of the last 2 outings for him. Only 4 innings, so here he is in the 6th, and that's certainly a good sign. Crawford 0 for 2 is fly to right, grounded out to first, and this time he pops it up. Sending Cordoba to the short lawn and left for out number 1 of the bottom of the 6th inning. I'll bring up Hunter Pence.
Well, when you get a hitter or hitters like Crawford to work underneath the baseball, you're doing something right. I mean, either they're guessing or it's a great location or they're protecting, but they're not hitting the ball squarely. That means Dinelson Lamet is doing quite well with his pitch selection and his location.
That's 0 for 2 today. Has struck out swinging, grounded out to third base. And a grounder this time to short. A bobble there by Cordova. Stays with it. Throw to first in time. Nice pick by Myers. Wow.
That was a P-Rod thrown over to first base by Alan Cordova.
And not in the air.
I mean, the reaction from Will Myers after this one is bobbled and thrown. There's the short hop down you were talking about. It was like, oh. That's a good pickup by Will Myers, saving his shortstop.
So 2 down here in the 6th inning. There were 2 outs in the 4th inning when Miguel Gomez doubled down the left field line. And Hernandez, the next batter, drove him in with a base hit. Half-hearted swing, kind of changed his mind in the middle. And the count evens at 1-1. Well, the Padres today putting together 5 runs. And the Padres right now offensively number 4 in Major League Baseball since the break. 59 runs scored. There's a liner into right field, and Gomez has his 2nd hit of the day. And again, it comes with 2 down in the inning. So 2 down. Gomez at first, and Gorkys Hernandez coming up.
You get up to around 80, 85 pitches. It's just kind of like a mark to where you start looking at, is he still locating the fastball? Is there still nice break on the slider or whatever pitch he may be throwing? It seems that Dinelson Lamet still has that sharpness on his breaking ball. He's got to keep it down. Good life on the fastball at 94. And good location as well for strike 1.
Buddy Bauman just up in the pen for the Padres. First action we've seen for either side. And Bauman pitching in yesterday's game. 2 outs. Gomez at first, and Hernandez ducking out of the way. A pitch that was up. Hernandez in the series, 6 for 14. 3 walks, 3 runs scored, and it's hit safely in all 4 games of this series. To right field, on the move is Renfroe, and he will get there to make the catch that ends the inning. So the Giants leave a base runner. We head to the 7th, 5-2 Padres. To Nelson Lamet, hitting for himself here to lead it off. Nice to have a Padres starter going deep into this game. At the plate today, has batted twice, struck out both times, swinging. And is down 0-2. Lamet had 85 pitches himself through the first 6 innings. And he takes strike 3. So third time today that he has struck out. 6 strikeouts for Ty Blach. Now the Mets are on the way to Petco Park in San Diego, as Mike and Mark were talking about. Jay Bruce, Michael Conforto, Jacob deGrom. This season, 25 home runs for Jay Bruce. Michael Conforto, the All-Star this season against the Padres. As the pitch inside for ball 1 to Manuel Margot.
Yoenis Cespedes kind of struggling the last 19 games for the New York Mets. You know, one of my favorite things about going to New York is to see the headlines in the Post, especially when the Yankees and the Mets are struggling.
You like that?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Like Meet the Mess, right? It's not Meet the Mets.
No. There's a Cespedes jersey right there. You like that uni, right?
I do.
You're a Mets fan, uni fan anyway. I don't know about the team.
No, I've always contended if I lived in New York, I'd be the biggest Mets fan. I loved Shea Stadium. I loved pitching there. I loved going there as an announcer.
You know, Shea Stadium's gone though, right?
It is gone, yeah.
Now when the Padres get home, the Mets for 4, the Pirates for 3. It's Kyle Crick up in the pen right now for the Giants. I was going to say we've seen him, but we've seen everybody in this series.
Yeah.
Ground ball to second base. Gomez throws out Margot, 2 down.
Did you like Shea Stadium?
I did not. I'll be honest with you. I was not a fan of Shea Stadium. I have never seen more wires. Now, granted, I was there very late in Shea Stadium's existence, so there were more wires around the broadcast booth that were connected to nothing. I would grab one, you know, and see where the end of it is, and it's connected to nothing. But it's just been in there for 30 years, and nobody ever. It was all over the place. Very dirty.
They didn't dump a lot of money into that place like the last 4 or 5 years because they knew they were going to get a new ballpark.
And that was really when I was there. So maybe it's not fair that I comment on my thoughts on Shea Stadium.
I just liked it because it got loud, exciting. You were close to the action from the broadcast booth. The dugouts were close to the field. It's where the Beatles played.
Line to right field in there for a base hit. Carlos Eswaje. Well, Will Myers with 3 home runs in 3 days. On Friday night, the home run. Yesterday, the home run. And today's Bill Howe play of the game. Gave the Padres the 1-0 advantage in the first. Long home run to left field. Well, Myers now with 20 home runs on the year, and 5 of the 20 have come right here. Here he is with 2 down, and Eswaje at first base as he fouls it off. Now, I did like it as a fan, though, to be honest with you. I went to the 2000 World Series. Saw 2 World Series games, the Yankees and Mets, the Subway Series.
I bet you that was exciting.
It was pretty cool. And to your point, I was in the upper deck, but I didn't feel like I was a long way away.
Yeah.
Because you kind of hung over there.
That's right.
Steeper rather than push back.
And some foul balls came in hot in that broadcast booth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You better be heads up.
Fouled off down the right field line by Myers. One park I really wish I had the chance to work in, never did, was Tiger Stadium.
Oh, I know.
I heard you were very close, like dangerously close.
Yeah. They had an optional net, I guess, that you could put up if you were broadcasting. It was so close.
Great Ernie Harwell broadcasting from that location for many years. Fouled off down the first base line, out of play. Did you ever meet Ernie?
I never had the honor of meeting Mr. Harwell.
One of the nicest, classiest men you'll ever meet.
That's what I hear.
Lead at first for Zwahe with 2 down in the inning. Swing and a miss, and Myers strikes out this time. 7 strikeouts for Block. 7th inning stretch, 5-2 Padres. For the last half of the 7th inning. The 7th inning stretch is presented by your San Diego Hyundai dealers. Let's check in with Bob Scanlon.
You know, Don, before the ball game, Andy Green was talking about some of the defensive changes that his shortstop Alan Cordoba has been working on. Now, here's a ground ball last inning. Now, obviously not a clinic on how to catch it, but he did a nice job of keeping himself under control. And watch the footwork, quick right there, and a quick release with the arm. Those are the 2 main things that they've been trying to get him to improve on. More quickness with his footwork, and also not getting too long with his release and his throw over to first base. He was able to actually apply both of those concepts, even though he missed the initial grab. Nice job by Alan Cordoba to recover and record the out.
Well, certainly a work in progress, and the fact that he can move all over has been very advantageous for him. And Andy Green's trying to get that bat in the lineup too. Coming up here for the Giants for the pitcher spot, Span and Nunez. Looks like Kelby Tomlinson has come out. It is Tomlinson who will be pinch hitting in the pitcher spot, so that'll be the day for Ty Blach, who threw 99 pitches in 7 innings and will depart on the hook in this game. Nelson Lametta at 85 pitches, starting the bottom of the 7th inning. Tomlinson with a swing and a miss for strike 1. Coming off the bench in all 4 of these games. Into his 54th game of the year, and a lot like this.
It's got to be tough also for a guy coming off the bench if Dinelson Lamet has got that slider working and the 94 to 97 mile an hour fastball with movement. Lee Tomlinson's one of those hitters where he's got a slider speed bat. If you throw it for a strike, he can do some damage. But hey, down and away off the plate. Or the heater.
That'll work.
Thank you very much.
6 strikeouts for Lamet, 1 down here in the 7th inning. It's been a nice day today for Dinelson Lamet.
Well, right out of the get-go in the pregame, when Andy Green was talking in the dugout, talking about more sliders, right? Well, he's got guys with fastballs too. Belt, Hunter Pence, Belt with the slider looking. And the one thing that kind of sticks out other than the slider this afternoon is the glove side. Command of the fastball down and away to the righties. He's thrown a handful of those as well for quality strikes.
One out. Denard Span getting his 4th plate appearance of the day. Doubled back in the first. Sunsen is lined out to center, popped out to short. Fly ball center field. Manuel Margot is positioned perfectly and takes care of out number 2.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
Two outs in the 7th, and it brings up Eduardo Nunez. Two hits today, single to right, single to center. Nunez 9 for his last 23 at .391. And the hottest hitter in this Giants lineup. It's the arms out of the way, a little exaggerated there. Very dramatic.
Yeah.
The pitcher wasn't that close. Strike call over the inside corner. Sharply hit into left field, and another hit for Nunez, his 3rd of the day. This one comes with 2 outs here in the 7th. And here comes Andy Green. He's had Maton and Bauman warming in the pen. Well, Dinelson Lamet gives him 6 2/3 today. Nice job by Lamet as he leaves with a 5-2 lead. Pitching change from AT&T Park in San Francisco. the midst of the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs. This pitching change brought to you by El Cajon Ford.
Enter left-hander Buddy Bauman. He's got the stealth fastball. It'll sneak up on you. Only about 88, 89. He hides the ball extremely well. Mixes in a sweeping breaking ball as well. He pitched yesterday. 1 inning. He struck out 2 Giants.
Nice job by Dinelson Lamet today. He leaves responsible for Eduardo Nunez, who's down at first base. Brandon Belt really struggling. 2 for 15 in the series. 0 for 3 today. Striking out in the 1st and 3rd innings before popping out the shortstop in the 5th. Bauman, as you mentioned, coming in yesterday and pitching very well in his return to the major leagues and reinstated off the 60-day DL.
As I mentioned, the fastball, that's tough to catch up to because there's just some deception there. He's a short armor. And then he mixes in the breaking ball. Ooh, that looks like a pretty good pitch, not getting the call.
Belt, who has been struggling, as we mentioned, has been down 0-2, 3 of 4 at bats today. It's now 1-2. He has been seemingly up there with 2 strikes all the time. This one fouled back to the screen. Last year, Bauman pitched in 11 games for the Padres and a 3.72 earned run average. Gave up 4 runs in 9 2/3 innings of relief.
Ooh,
that was a pretty good pitch right there.
Just a little bit, I think, but tough to lay off.
Fly ball, shallow left. Blaschka kind of a late break, but he's coming in and he can't catch it. Off the glove. Throw goes to 3rd now, and out at 3rd base is Nunez. Well, Nunez with a base running mistake right there may have just helped out the Padres. Jabari Blash drops the baseball in left field. He was there and it appeared he was going to make the catch. Cannot, but they end up throwing out Nunez at 3rd base to end the inning. 5-2 Padres. Inning number 8 with the Padres on top 5-2. Kyle Crick now into the game. And we've seen Crick every day of the series. His 10th appearance of the year, 2.45 earned run average. And he takes over for Ty Block, who leaves on the hook for the Giants. Strike over the outside corner starts this 8th inning to Hunter Renfroe.
Well, Don, when you know things are going well for your ball club, it's plays like that last half inning that work in your favor, right?
Yeah. Flash was charged with an error, even though they did get the out at third base. And Jabari will bat next here in the 8th inning. On the ground left side, third baseman Eduardo Nunez. One down. Brings up Jabari Blash. And a double to drive in 2 runs. Part of a very big inning for the Padres today. They scored 4 times in the 4th inning. Fly ball foul off to the right of the play. You think Mauer's available today?
I would say well, you know what? He didn't get in yesterday, right? But he was up
like
twice.
2 or 3 times. Yeah. An extra innings, and he had worked in 3 straight prior to that.
I think they might try to stay away from him.
Right now, a save situation, only in the 8th, but just thinking ahead.
Pitched an inning on Friday. On Thursday, he pitched the 9th.
Picked up a save, right?
Picked up a save.
Yep.
His 20th. And then, like you said, Don, he was up at least 2 times.
Yeah.
2, maybe 3. And, they monitor all of that.
Take it into account.
It's not like he's just lobbing either. I mean, he's getting in game mode and, he's humping it up.
Different guys as a result of all the work coming into this game. Generally, you would have the combination of Buchter, Hand, and Mauer, and we have seen Bauman come into the game. Maton still warming in the pen. So it's a different combination right now because of all the work they've done.
And what Andy will tell us, and Darren Balsley, the pitching coach for the Padres, if they've been used quite a bit, they'll go out before the game, play some catch, maybe get some treatment, and then let the skipper or pitching coach know, hey, you know what, I'm good today. And very few times they're going to say, hey, you know what, I don't think I can go, because they want, they want to contribute, they want to go out, right? But the coaches say, hey, no, they got to pull the reins a little bit sometimes, and monitor that themselves.
Ball 4 to Blash, down to first base with 1 down here in the 8th. Well, Hector Sanchez, the former Giant, coming up, and what has he done against his former team? Well, in 10 games against the Giants, 9 hits. He's hit at .391 in the season series, slugging over 1,000, 4 home runs and 11 RBIs for Sanchez. Something about playing his old team that does wonders for Hector Sanchez, especially here.
There's something about Hector we don't know. It's all good, though.
One out, one on here as he bats in the 8th inning. Padres on top by 3. Inside, and it's 2-1. Popped up foul off to left out of play. 2-2 pitch coming up here to Sanchez with Blash in a good sized lead at first base. In the dirt. Throw grounded out third to begin the inning. Blash walked. Fly ball into left field. Gorkys Hernandez battling the sun out there will make the catch for out number 2. Let's take a look at the keys to the game and revisit them from earlier on. Brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Solid 6 from Lamet. Dinelson twirled 6 2/3, 8 hits, 2 earned runs. He walked 1. He struck out 6 Giants.
Thumbs up on the first one.
Throw block party. Ty Block went 7 frames. Padres 8 hits off of him, and they scored 5 earned runs, 4-run fourth for the Friar.
Nice job of the keys today.
Thank you, my friend.
2 down in the 8th inning. With Blash at first base and Corey Spangenberg, your 1 for 3 day today with an RBI single. He also contributed in the 4th inning with that single that drove in the run. It was the 5th Padres run, scoring Hector Sanchez. They took a 5-1 lead at the time. It's 5-2 now with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. This will get away to the backstop, and up to second base goes Jabari Blash. Wild pitch.
Well, that looked like a fastball. Well, the way Corey Spangenberg has been swinging the bat, it wouldn't hurt to have a 2-out knock here, get some insurance.
Blash in scoring position with 2 down, and down to first base goes Corey Spangenberg on the intentional walk. The no-throw variety.
No, it's the no-throw kind.
That's what it was. I'm trying to remember what I said last time. The no-throw kind. I like that better. So the intentional walk to Spangenberg has runners at first and second with 2 down. They'll take their chances with Alan Cordoba in the right-on-right matchup here. Ty Block went 7 innings in today's game, giving up the 5 runs the Padres have. What a different story when talking about relievers this season, especially against the Padres for the Giants. Padres have really done a number on the Giants' pen. Let's get that starter out of the game, and things seem to improve instantly for the Padres. Yesterday being the exception, as the Giants had the walk-off win here, 12 innings yesterday. Swing and a miss, and Cordoba with a healthy hack right there finds himself down 1-2.
Well, hopefully these Padres, they add on here, win the 3 out of 4, and then go home. The home record for the Padres this year at 1 game above 500 at 24-23, and try to pad that for the Friar faithful at Petco Park.
Fouled off to the right, out of play. Crick throwing at 96 miles an hour. Cordova 0 for 3 today. And down 1-2. Evens now at 2-2. Padres with a 5-2 lead. Another home run today for Will Myers, who for the first time in his career has home runs in 3 straight games. And now has 20 home runs on the year. They're looking for more right now with Blash at second, Spangenberg at first, and Cordova lifts this foul down the right field line into the seats. Amongst the spectators. Flashback to second, Spangenberg back to first. Cordova fights this off foul. Eighth pitch of the at bat coming up here for Cordova. They intentionally walk Spangenberg to get to Cordova. On the outside corner for strike 3. Padres strand a pair in the top of the 8th inning. On to the bottom of the 8th. 5-2 San Diego. Honda dealer. And by Petco, where the pets go. Couldn't pay me to get in that raft.
Kind of scuffling to get that thing in the water.
I would not get in that raft.
Why not?
There are sharks out there everywhere. And that raft is not going to cut it.
Sure, you'll be fine. Just the only challenge is to get a wetsuit that's big enough to fit you.
Buster Posey leading it off here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
It'll be really tough to zip up over that boiler.
Phil Maton's the new pitcher. Talk about the pitcher.
I like him. I like him in high leverage situations. I think he has kind of proven that he doesn't get rattled. already his 19th game for the right-hander. We know all about him. We talk about the spin rate. We talk about the fastball. We talk about the breaking ball. He last pitched on Friday in the 12-9 victory. That was in the 10th inning. It was a 1-2-3. So I like him. He doesn't get scared off. We hear that phrase tossed around baseball quite a bit these days, right?
Buster Posey 1 for 3 today. And a grounder under the glove of Maton, but right at his Wahe for the first out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So 1 out, and that'll bring up Brandon Crawford.
You know what? I don't want to shortchange Phil. I stand corrected. He went 2 innings on Friday. Perfect baseball. 6 up, 6 down.
Yeah, he does appear to have great poise on the mound.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Not looking in awe of anything. Had a stretch there where he had a few bad outings, but has bounced back very nicely. And as the first out here at the bottom of the 8th inning is Brandon Crawford. 0 for 3 today. Giants shortstop takes strike 1. Jammed, and a fly ball to shallow center, and Margot will make the catch. Started, stopped, and then came in again. It's not entirely sure, but he gets there in plenty of time. 2 down.
And 2 hitters up in this 8th inning against Maton. The Giants cannot square anything up. A weak ground ball and a weak fly ball.
Two outs in the 8th, and it brings up Hunter Pence. 0 for 3 on the day. Strikeout, 2 groundouts. This will be a good ending to the road trip for the Padres. A victory today. Took the first 2 games of the series. Giants had the walk-off win yesterday in 12. That was nasty. Breaking ball running away. 0-2. On the ground towards third. Spangenberg coming in. His throw in plenty of time. A 1-2-3 8th inning for Phil Maton. A 5-2 Padres lead. And they will welcome the New York Mets. Jacob deGrom 11-3 with a 3.37 earned run average gets the nod in game 1 for the Mets, while Clayton Richard 5-10 with a 5.35 will be on the mound for the Padres. Get it all started at 6:30 with Padres Live from Petco Park in San Diego. Padres beginning homestand with the Mets, Pirates, and Twins will be in. 3 teams coming to Petco Park. And the Padres arrive home. It's on to the 9th inning, 5-2. Padres on top, and Corey Guerin coming into the game. 41st appearance of the year.
Pretty good splits against lefties. This sinker baller against righties, 266.
Matt Caesar pinch hitting here in the pitcher's spot. Leads it off and takes ball 1.
You know, speaking of that Mets series, on the road, the Mets below 500. Well, they're 5 games going into today overall, but on the road 20-23, and against the West below 500, 8-11. And with the way the Padres are playing right now, bodes well for the hometown 9.
As we saw the other night, Guerin takes a very long time in between pitches.
Really?
Yeah. He is in no hurry. He's falling behind 2-0. Make it 3-0.
Remember Rafael Betancourt?
Sure.
He took a long time.
Steve Traxel.
Yes.
Ball 4. Walks the first batter he faces on 4 pitches. And Caesar down to first base.
Bruce Bochy's not going to be happy on that. The big ragu, Dave Righetti, not happy about that.
So lead runner on here for the Padres in the 9th. Manuel Margot. Margot 1 for 4. And a single back in the 5th inning as one of the Padres' 8 hits today. Fouled off to the right, out of play. Breaking ball drops in there for strike 2. The Padres are 37-1 when leading after 8 innings this season. Have a 5-2 lead as they bat here in the 9th. Framed there by Posey, but just off the outside edge apparently. Ty Blach started the game today for the Giants. He's on the hook right now with 7 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned. He walked a batter and struck out 7. Cricket inning, walking 2, 1 intentionally, and struck out a batter. Now Corey Guerin with a 1-2 to right field, and going back there to make the catch is Gomez. Huge strides on the outfield grass and in short right for the first out here in the 9th inning. So 1 out, 1 on, and Carlos Suaje coming up. Suaje with a single to right field in the 7th inning, a 1 for 4 day. See if we get a pitch clock on Mr. Guerin. We got him at 30 seconds the other night.
So when do you count it? As soon as the pitch is caught?
As soon as he gets the ball back, I would go.
All right.
Did he go? No. Now the ball's back. He's got the ball. I would start it now. You weren't ready.
I wasn't ready.
No. Throw to first and back to the bag.
Perfect. Throw to first. I'm gonna right when he makes contact with the rubber.
I think that's too late.
Right.
Nope. Nope. This is all his time. This is not our time. This is his time. He's got the ball, and he's standing out there. I would count all that. I want to speed up baseball. Yeah. 1-0 is outside. 2-0.
Well, that was 18 seconds. Okay, I just started it as he got the ball.
Okay. He's got a lot of thinking, a lot of breathing, a lot of staring to do.
Well, Carlos has got to get in the box.
He's in the box.
Well, he was doing his thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. 28. Pitch outside. 28 seconds it took him. And as you said, the defense does not appreciate this at all. His teammates. A lot of standing around.
Yeah.
3-0 pitch coming up to Haswahe. That's a strike. 3-1. To center field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Up to second base goes Caesar on the single by Aswahe. Got ahead in the count. Good pitch to hit and lines it into center field.
That's a darn good swing. Good sound too. Hitting the ball squarely, right up the middle of the diamond. That's a high sinker from Guerin. And like we say against sinker ballers, you got to make them get it up. That ball is down. It's tough to elevate.
2 on, 1 away. And it'll bring up Will Myers.
I'd like a 3-run shot right here. What do you think?
Be nice. Will already with a home run today. Now 20 on the season.
I think Mike Pomerantz has Will Myers today and picked the stick, but it doesn't matter because he's in last place.
It's nice of you to point that out.
That's the first thing I look to. If a guy's having a good start, I'll say, okay, who's got it? Not Pomerantz. No bearing on first or second place. Just have at it.
That's nice.
I'm just concerned about Mark Sweeney and Donnie to this point.
Timeout called late. Myers got tired of waiting on Guerin. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Myers going to take a little stroll.
No seagulls yet.
Everybody hanging around. That's why, probably.
Yeah.
Usually the seagulls come in when the bleachers start to empty. But everybody out there still. Off the end of the bat, foul, and Myers stays alive here. 0-2.
That's a good stay alive hack right there. It was a little slider off the plate. Get him another pitch here.
Padres would love to get some add-on runs here, on top by 3, but looking for more. Caesar at second. Swahe at first, 1 out, and watch your face as Myers ducks out of the way of a breaking ball. Seemed to surprise him. Strike 3 call. Myers strikes out looking for the second out of the inning. It's the 9th strikeout for Giants pitching today. The first for Guerin.
Is this a two-seamer? Yes, it is. At 93, right on the outside corner, just below the belt buckle. Good pitch.
Two down in the 9th, 2 on, and Hunter Renfroe the batter. Renfroe with a double back in the 4th inning, a 1-for-4 afternoon.
Boy, that run at second base is so important.
On the corner, 0-2. That Caesar pinch hit to begin the inning. In the pitcher's spot, walked. Margot popped out to the second baseman. Suaje with a single to center. Myers struck out looking. So runners at first and second, 2 down. Fouled off to the right by Renfroe. Do it again, 0-2. High for ball 1, 1-2.
I think generally speaking, Guerin's trying to keep the ball away like he did to Will Myers. I think the pitches that have been inside kind of slipped a little bit and not hitting his location. The fastball, the breaking ball. I think he likes to bring that two-seamer back on the outside corner to the righties. If Hunter can just get something to drive to the opposite field, even a ground ball into that hole. See, there it is, the slider down and away. See if we can concentrate on first sign after 2. Slider.
Strike 3 call. Renfroe strikes out, back-to-back Ks for Guerin. To the bottom of the 9th we go. 5-2 Padres. the series, and there have been a lot of them for the Padres. Corey Spangenberg with his long home run to the left of the 421 marker. A big one in game one, and then a big night for Caesar. Went 4 for 5. A triple go-ahead RBI single in the 11th inning that gave the Padres the win. And then yesterday, a walk-off RBI single for Nick Hundley in the 12th inning. And today, our Carl's Jr. star of the game is Nelson Lamet, who pitched very well here today for the Padres. Goes 6 2/3. Only gives up 2 runs. A pitcher of record right now in search of his 4th win of the year. Brad Hand trying to finish it off here today. Save situation as he comes on in the bottom of the 9th inning.
He has 2 saves on the season, going for number 3 here, and he's been Mr. Reliable out of that pen for San Diego. The all-star left-hander, number 52, coming at you.
Miguel Gomez leading it off. We wondered about the availability of Mauer today, and apparently we have our answer. Gomez with 2 hits today, a double and a single. Mauer in the dugout. And a piece of Hector Sanchez. 2-1. Rockies Hernandez on deck. Then the pitcher's spot is scheduled. Looking over by the steps, and looks like we may see Nick Hundley again. Of course, we had that dramatic walk-off home run or walk-off hit yesterday that scored the winning run in the 12th inning. Swinging a foul at the dish, evens the count here at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Gomez strikes out. And got down 2-0, but he comes back to get him. First down of the 9th inning.
Threw him the bender. Great breaking ball. Down by that back foot at 81. You cannot get hurt there. You can see way out in front of it. 1/3 of the way there, big boy.
Rockies Hernandez with 1 out. Has been aboard twice today. Walk in the 2nd inning, then an RBI single in the 4th inning for flying out to right field his last time up. Big gap out in left center field for Hernandez as Margot into right center. There's that gap out there. Well illustrated by Mark Grant. On the ground to short. Cordoba's got it. 2 down in the 9th inning. Strikeout, ground out for the first 2. And as mentioned, pinch hitter coming up. Nick Hundley will pinch hit. Yesterday's hero for the Giants. .261, 4 homers, and 16 runs batted in. Former Padre coming off the bench here. with 2 down in the 9th inning. Well, the crowd heading out. 41,372 are on hand today, and some are taking off with 2 outs here in the 9th inning. Seen enough. Grounded back towards Hand. He fields and throws, and the Padres win. A 1-2-3 9th inning for Brad Hand. As he picks up the save, the Padres win at 5-2. They take 3 out of 4 in this series against the Giants, and a great way to finish up the road trip. Again, the final score 5-2 Padres. Padres Live is next. Mike Pomerantz, what's in store?